nobody, better ask me for none. Remember we was sliding in that four-door Audi. When it's smoke, they get the hot and make them scary boys run. Remember when I ain't have it, if I want it, I can buy it. I ain't bragging, I can go and blow it back just for fun. If we gon' keep it real, I took a lot of L's. I know pain, I went through hell, but I still came out number one.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Kaepernick now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Jackson. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Just keeping the play alive. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Kaepernick. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Hey, 91.
Now a play fake, Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Kaepernick to throw again. And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8. McCaffrey on the counter. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it.